Something has changed between you and I. Back to those days of my life, the smile in your eyes. I'll never forget it, you light my life. We're dancing in the moonlight, a dream of you and I. We're dancing in the moonlight, fireflies in the dark. Dancing in the moonlight, only you and I. We're dancing in the moonlight, this never-ending love will never die. Sailing the seas of life, heading for new promised lands. A look in your eyes, I will find it, the meaning, the secrets of love. I'm here on the edge of the stream, I'm crumbling, falling down. I know.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Seoul, Korea.
Yes.
This is the GSL Team League.
Welcome
with
back to
Joe
the
and Bulltrap.
welcome back to the romantic rock ballad that
That's right.
is the GSTL.
We are dancing in the moonlight here at the GSL studio today. And you know what? I was actually a little bit touched by that video. It's really cool when one person can accomplish something like winning a GSL, but it's also really cool when a group of people like these teams in front of us can get together and do something amazing like winning the GSTL. And our first match, as you can see, is going to be the Team Slayers versus FOU. There's Shoya and Stella exchanging the Manor Banners. There they are. Head ref,
That's
be
right.
gone.
Going on over to near their benches. They're going to give themselves a cheer.
That's right.
Take the bench. Take the dugout.
Yep.
Get ready to own.
And we're going to see who's going to own today. And it's a really interesting matchup, first of all. I mean, you've got Slayers. They're almost, I would almost use the word powerhouse team right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then you've got FOU, who's kind of the unlikely champions of our last match. But can they take on Slayers? If they can, that is going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, they actually took out TSL, who
Yeah.
was a very strong contender, I thought, at the beginning of this whole team league, and they just kind of, they're one of the teams I would call it an upset for them to have won.
Absolutely.
And here they are up against Slayers. Now, Slayers, I think, is probably still the favorite in this match, but FOU has already shown they can do some upsets, so let's go ahead and check out who's on the Slayers roster, who is on the billet to possibly take on FOU.
We know them all well by now. There's MMA, Slayers Boxer.
Oh, yeah.
Slayers Ryung, of course. And Tejas, you can all kill again today, I wonder. Slayers Min. And Gonzi, I'd like to see him play today. I hope we get to. And Slayers Alicia, good toss. And Slayers Frozen, another good toss. And of course, Slayers Zella. He's been found and they trap him in that little box, Mole Trap.
What?
That little box on the screen.
Oh.
Oh, never mind, he's on the bench. He escaped.
There he is.
Slayers Boxer helped him out.
Selic and Micro his way out of any box.
That's right. Now keep in mind, Slayers only has one player in Code S. That is Slayers Alicia.
Yeah.
They've got 3 in Code A, but it's pretty impressive that they were able to do so well to keep them.
Yeah, but I mean, yesterday we saw a player who hasn't even qualified for GSL all kill
Yeah.
yesterday, Tasia, and Tasia's actually going to be going up first. I asked the team about it earlier. I'm like, who's going up first? They're like, Slayers Tasia. I'm like, oh, is he going to all kill again? And they're like, yeah, he's going to get an 8 kill.
An octo kill.
An octo kill.
That's right.
Can you imagine that? All killing 2 teams in a row.
That would be pretty impressive. I mean, anything's possible in the GSTL. We did see Dongri Gu take down Marine King. And, he's definitely a player, a really good player that's gone under the radar of a lot of people. So,
But
some are surprised, some not so much.
Yeah, FOU though has a lot of good people from to go through. Gumio showing us some stuff yesterday.
Oh,
Another
yeah,
guy who hasn't
absolutely.
really done that well in GSL, really showing some good games yesterday. SC, of course, coming off the bench from his semifinals.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and check out the rest of the FOU team, actually.
Yep, there is Secret FOU and the best FOU, very good Terrence Lane. Lucky FOU, we saw him play a game the other day, I believe. ASD FOU, hit his keyboard when he made his name. Leenock, of course, who could forget Leenock. SC FOU, semifinalist from our last season. And Gumiho FOU did very well yesterday. And then, of course, we have Choya.
Coaching player.
Oh, 2 days ago, I guess. Yep. Coach/player, one of our two coach/players in the GSL, the other one being the Wind, of course, and FOU, only one player in GSL right now.
Wow.
SC.
Yeah, they, of course,
That is it.
they judge the points based on the last season instead of the next season.
Yep,
so
that's right.
since they had so many Code A qualifiers, even though a lot of them got, well, all of them got eliminated, since they had so many people in Code A, they had enough points to get into the team league. But next season, we're going to only have one person in. Now, I'm not sure if any of the FOU players qualified for the Super Tournament. They may be in there, but the Code S July, there's only going to be SC.
There's a few FOU players in the Super Tournament.
Okay.
There's quite a few players. There, of course, is SC. Are they going to have to call on him today? They're going to need to bring their best, I think.
Are they going to bring out the best?
The best? Oh, yeah, the best and the best.
And the best.
In every sense of the word.
Yeah, SC, of course, closing out the match for FOU in the ace match yesterday to win it for them, to bring them here to the semifinals here in Seoul, Korea, in the wonderful studio that you see there in front of you.
Yep, and now you see us.
With the wonderful
The
casting
wonderful-
booth you
the
see
us.
there in front of you that we see from
right.
within front of us, sort of. I don't know
Yep.
how you'd say that. Anyway.
Well, we're everywhere.
we
all
are
over the
everywhere.
internet. And yeah,
Hello,
if there's
internet.
anyone in your house right now that's not watching the GSL, drop what you're doing. Well, maybe wait for our first 2-minute break. And then go grab them, put them down in front of the computer, in front of the TV, in front of the projector, whatever you have going there. Make them watch a GSL. They will thank you afterwards. They may even buy you some Mountain Dew, maybe give you a little kiss. Maybe buy you
And
some.
let's not forget those of us watching the GSL out there on heads-up displays.
That's right.
Heads-up displays. You don't want to leave them
Yep.
out. Any kind of viewing device is fine. We don't discriminate here at the GSTL.
That's right. You could have an implant running directly into your
you
brain.
could have an imprint running directly
and
into your brain.
that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Might be cheating, though, if you load up someone's stream when you're playing against them on a tournament.
Into your brain.
Yeah, into your brain.
Might be a little distracting.
Don't
but,
do it. It's not good form.
No
ladies
stream
and
hacking
gentlemen.
allowed.
right.
But there is, of course, no stream hacking possible here since the GSTL is live. The folks are going to be right back there in those battle booths that you see behind us. They'll be cut off completely from the world. We've got referees here making sure that everything is on the up and up. And we're just going to get some awesome StarCraft games out of this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket thus far. Again, Slayers and FOU are going to be meeting here first today. And then, of course, MVP coming out over Prime Wii and OGS. Well, I should say OGS MC, primarily beating StarTale there. And to take them to the semifinals as well. So we're going to see both those matches today. By the end of today, hopefully, well, maybe not hopefully, but probably by midnight tonight.
Probably.
6 hours from now, we will know who is going to be playing in the finals of the GSTL tomorrow.
Yep. So here is the win rankings, actually, right now. And we've got Teja on top. Of course, he did all kill, so he's got 4 wins under his belt. Then you've got Gumiho and MC with 3 wins. Alive, Bong Bong, and Guinea Pig with 2 wins. So very cool to see a random player, actually.
And look at that,
on
Slayers, FOU, OGS, TSL, Prime, MVP. Every team had a player that did well.
That's right. Sometimes it just
Almost
was
every
not
team,
enough,
yeah.
though, for a couple of those teams. But I'd say, we're kind of culling the herd. We're getting the cream to rise to the top. We're going to find out who's going to play in the GSTL finals tomorrow, because we are already to the semifinals. It's such a short tournament, but it's so good.
It's quick and brutal.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm curious. So we know already that Teja's going out for Slayers. Who do you think FOU is going to send out first?
I'm not sure, Noah. I don't think we saw earlier the graphic.
Man, Mole Trap, I'm trying to build suspense
I couldn't
right
keep
now.
a straight face. I don't know, man. Who
All
could
right.
it be? It could be...
We already know.
Could be Gumiho. He did well yesterday. It could be the best or top class.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Teja. We're going to find out in a moment. Who could it be?
Oh, hey, there we go. Teja is playing for Slayer. That's a surprise.
We already know about Teja.
sorry.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry I spoiled it for you
Played
guys.
very well. Well, you haven't said it yet.
No,
so
I
they-
haven't actually
they
said
don't
the
know.
FOU team member.
They don't know. They're going to find out in just a moment.
Maybe it's Choya.
I'm excited about who it is. That should give me
Maybe it's Twilight.
We're going to find
Team
out.
captain.
But Taja, though, I'm really curious. A very interesting move sending him out first. Wouldn't it be something if Slayers got to the finals by only using one player? Think about that for a second.
Can you imagine if Tasia all killed FOU and then all killed the finals as well?
That would
12
be
killing the entire team league?
that would be a pretty historical feat.
That would be nearly
And
impossible.
here
There
he
he
is.
is.
It's going to be Leenock.
Leenock.
I'm so surprised. I can't believe it.
I had no idea this was coming.
That's right. He unfortunately is down to Code B. He's going to have to compete through the Code A qualifiers to get back into GSL for
Yep.
July. But we will see him in the Super Tournament, I believe. So,
I think that's likely
I think
because
I saw his name on there. Yeah. So
Yeah, they use more than one season. I think it's the last 3 seasons.
yep.
And they give you points based on how far you got. And that's why Bomber was so interested during Code A on getting as far as possible in Code A so he could get enough points from just one showing to pass up the people that had like 3 round of 16s. And he actually barely made it in there. So congrats to Bomber on that. That's one of his goals. But yeah, Leenock's going to be coming out first for FOU. A Zerg player. We are going to see a Zerg versus Terran on the map. Naga Caverns.
That's right. Classic matchup, a classic map, a classic clash of Titans. Who's going to get the first win for their team? Leenox, I think, is going to need to play a little bit better than he did last time we saw him. He actually was not as impressive as we've seen him in previous GSLs. He's going to need to step it up a little bit. I was actually talking with Reborn FOU last night on Skype, and he was telling me that the FOU team was practicing very, very hard. They really want to win. They feel confident. They feel like they can actually win the GSTL.
Wow.
Yeah, they think they can.
An impressive claim.
Yep, we're going to have to see if they can. They're going to have to take down the former champions first. Let's get it on. That's right, let's get it on, because it's professional wrestling now at the GSTL. Here's our Red Terran player. Can he all kill again? We're going to find out. He is.
Slayers Tisha.
Thank you, Moltrap.
Yeah, it's
I
like
looked
that.
at you and you knew exactly what to do.
It's like that that show where they had like clay figures that would fight to the death, clay celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
The referee always said, "Let's get it on" from the start of those matches.
I remember watching
And this
that
is
once
exactly the same thing.
That's basically.
Clay celebrities fighting to the death.
Well, here is our Zerg player. One of my favorite Zergs in the GSL right now, but can he play a little bit better than he did last time? He is known as the one and only, the undeniable, unmistakable, uninterruptible, indubitably. Well, he's Leenock. There he is. We know he is. Leenock FOU, a man who needs no introduction, obviously.
Leenock FOU.
That's right. So gas going up right now for Taja, so he's not going to go for that typical 2 racks that we see so much in TVZ, despite it being a small map. And Leenock going hatch first, almost as if he predicted it. So I don't know, if you had to guess, Moltrap, what do you think Taja's going to open with? So I'm making you guess.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with. He's gonna start with a Marine.
A Marine? I think that's pretty likely.
That's my. Yeah, and he doesn't. He starts with a Tech Lab. Dang it!
Well,
Such a newbie.
0-1 for Moltrap.
Yeah, he's
so
gonna.
far in the GSL today.
Okay. Reaper.
Reaper. I think you're right.
I'm gonna go for Reaper now.
That guy loves
Baneling
SC.
SC. What? He
He wants to
explodes
blow
and blows up
StarCraft.
StarCraft. That is actually really incredibly
Oh, the
well
drone
drawn.
gets trapped in the base of
Our
Taja. That drone's
SCVs
days
are
are
under
numbered.
attack.
Taja
Oh.
just starting that supply depot, taking every little advantage she possibly can. The Reaper's about halfway done. Yep,
1-1.
it is a Reaper. You're doing well. So gas going up for Leenock now. After pool.
Man, if I was playing baseball, I'd be batting 500.
Wow,
I'd
that's
be
pretty
a
good.
star, man.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Except if I was playing music and I was only getting half the notes right,
That wouldn't be quite
that'd
as
be
good.
horrible.
Yeah. And it'd be like those auditions on America's Got Talent. Goodbye, drone. Thanks for stopping by. You stay classy, Drone.
I had a teacher tell me that once.
Really?
He's like, you know what? I figure if I reach like 3 out of every 10 of my students and they succeed, then, you know, that's like batting 300.
I guess so.
He was the baseball coach. He's
Now-
like, that's like batting 300. I'm like, are you serious?
It's not bad.
You want 100% of your students to succeed, man.
Now, Leenock knows this is coming. The Overlord saw it. And the Reaper's probably going to get a couple kills. There's only 2 Zerglings. Oh, but Queen pops
Oh.
out. That has got to be a terrifying experience. Kind of cruising through the Zerg base, and all of a sudden the Queen bursts out of the ground.
Very nice timing on that Queen. Of course,
Yeah.
accidental, but lucky for
Worked
FOU. Although he's not playing.
That's right.
Wrong
So,
Zerg.
1 Rax expand, Reaper expand for Tejas, putting down 2 more barracks. Meanwhile, Leenock is getting things going, getting his Zergling speed, and the Reaper's going to hop up. But again, an Overlord spots it. Oh, they've got pizza.
Oh, man.
All right, we made it. What is the time? 5 minutes and 27 seconds into the game.
All right.
All right.
Cast by yourself for a minute, though. I'm going to go steal their pizza. Just kidding.
That Reaper chased out of the base by Leenock.
I like this build by Tasia. Gets that tech lab immediately, gets the Reaper out so he can get map control, scout around,
Yeah.
clear out the towers, stop those Zerglings, and then immediately starts stim so he can use that tech lab to get very early upgrades.
Oh, look at that. 2 reactors on the barracks as well. He's going to go for an early Marine stim push. Oh, the Reaper gets taken out by the Zerglings, though. So I was just about to talk about how Teja was doing such a good job to keeping that Reaper alive. And he did up until that point.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on. He's going to get a lot of Marines. He's going to have basically 5 Marines producing at once with those 2 reactors. Or he could get, you know, something else as well. He could go for Marauders directly if he sees something that warrants it. But yeah, he's going to be able to get a lot of stuff out, and probably not going to, it's not like an all-in or anything, but he's going to be able to put on pressure, though.
Yeah, and he knows, too, that that Leenock didn't have a Baneling nest going while he checked out the base, so he's going to feel pretty safe with those Marines. Scans again just to make sure, I'm sure. He's going to see the second gas, see the Evo chamber, and he's going to see the lair under construction, which is actually a pretty big deal. So that was a pretty quick lair. I'm curious to see if Leenock is going to go Infestors. He is a player that has liked using Infestors in the past, or if he's just going to go something more standard.
Yeah, and he has a 3rd gas that is natural.
Yeah.
Which would indicate that he's going to go for some. Okay, and a Baneling that's going down actually just now. So he is taking in a lot of gas. He's getting. Oh, that's why one of the reasons why he's getting extra gas. He is going for some melee attack upgrades as well. And getting that 4th gas as his lair pops out. Let's see what he's going to go for lair tech, or if he just wants that lair for like Baneling speed.
Oh, Zergling's trying to gain some position, but with that bunker there, they're not going to be able to get the surround. That's a lot of Marines to handle with that few Zerglings too. So
That is significant.
now we're losing it. The Sloverlord will escape.
Sloverlord?
Sloverlord. He's not
like
upgraded
that.
yet, so now he is a Sloverlord for now.
I like that.
And it will be an infestation pit. So
pit.
Leenock,
And-
this is more classic Leenock style right now. He's definitely a player that prefers to get the infestation pit. If you remember some of his previous GSL games, he was one of the only Korean Zergs for a long time to really use infestors on a regular basis.
Huh. And that could be a really deadly combination as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speed Banes and Infestors. You plant down a fungal so the Marines can't move, and then the Banelings come in, they can't run away.
Now, keep in mind that that the Infestors are a little bit slower than they used to be. They're now 2.25 instead of 2.5 speed, so you can't be quite as cavalier with them. Looks like some Zerglings getting into the natural. They're going to get a couple kills.
Blizzard came along and kicked the Infestors in their shin.
Yep, that's right.
So they have to,
like
a
break
little bit of a limp now. Uh-oh, Submarine's getting caught out here. There are some Banelings there, but not quite enough to take that on unless he has good position. If he could like surround to block for the Banelings, but he's just going to fall back to be a little bit too risky.
Right, off
Wait
creep
for
like that without the speed.
Exactly.
Not going to be worth it.
Yeah, +1 melee is just finished. Centrifugal hooks are about to finish. Pathogen glands are about to finish. I think we're going to see Leenock probably take... Oh, he's taking a 3rd at the left side, actually. But he's going to be able to put on a lot of pressure pretty soon with very strong Lings, very fast Banelings, and 3 Infestors are going to come out with 3 Fungals.
Now, Siege mode is about halfway done for Taja, though. So, oh, and he does spot the expansion, though. He's going to probably go and try to take that out right away. And it's going to be tough to do any sort of Baneling plus once Siege mode finishes. But he can use the Infestors later in the game. A lot of times the late game transition that we see out of this is to go Infestor Ultra with Zerglings and Banelings. And a lot of players do tend to sometimes get preloads with that. But remember, we saw Damaga do something like that against MVP in the World Championships. And he also used Neural Parasite quite a bit in those games too.
That's always fun. He might get a fungal down on those Marines. They're very badly.
That is so close.
Whoa.
And there it is. You can really see that the speed is affecting it too, because that Infestor would have caught those Marines pre-patch.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now a big stim had to be used, so that's going to use up a lot of medevac energy, healing up all those Marines. But definitely turned out a little bit better for Taja than Lenog there, I'd say.
Yep, using up a lot of medevac energy.
Yeah.
Medevacs are going a little crazy over there. He is going out with a drop, though, which is going to pass right by an Overlord.
Take out the Overlord. Run or fly! Neither works.
And
I don't think the Overlord legs could really support the Overlords if they did land.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I doubt it. So yeah, he's just... Now here's the thing. Lenog has pretty good map control. He's taking a 4th. He's cleared out the rocks to take his 5th at the gold if he needs to. And Taja's just chilling back here on 2 bases, minding his own business. He's building another command center, but he's going to have a tough time moving out to actually take a 3rd base.
Oh, wow. A hive on the way already for Lenog. So he's definitely got something planned. He wants to start that +3 right away, of course. But I'm curious to see if he's going to go for something like Ultra really fast. And a drop at the 3rd base. He does have some Spore Crawlers up. And he can get a couple fungals in there, and some Lings will be able to clean that up. Nice job fungaling the Marines so they can't be picked up by the medevac. A couple Spine Crawlers getting close to finishing.
Yeah, that was pretty well fought off. It's kind of funny to see a fungal on 2 Marines.
Yep.
I think that's the least Marines I've ever seen get fungaled, but here's another drop going over to the other side. Now, there are a couple Infestors there, which could pretty easily wipe that up if he has vision. He have some Zerglings nearby.
Slayer's Cage are moving out to secure his 3rd right now.
And there's that fungal.
Yep.
This isn't going to do too much damage, but it's good that he's putting pressure on. And while he's pressuring, he's clearing out the center so he can take that gold and planetary fortress in.
Oh, and there is an Ultra Cavern on the way for Lenog as well.
Goodness.
So he is indeed going Infestor Ultra. +3 on the way. Cracklings as well. A big group of Marines taken out by fungal growth. Ouch. Lenog so far has done a pretty good job controlling the game, holding off these attacks by Taja, not really taking a lot of damage. He's going to be on 4 bases very, very soon.
Yeah, and Lenog droning up a little bit in between all this, continually producing drones. He's up to 70 drones right now. He's going to be at 80 in a moment. And Taja has 57 SCVs, but...
Some Zerglings being taken out by the tanks. Now,
I like how he's staying right outside of the creep.
Yep. Fungling those Marines that came in to try to kill some creep tumors.
Oh, never mind, he's on the creep.
Oh, and there's some Zerglings running around the back, down the tasteless secret hallway. Up at the top of the map, they're going right into the natural, or they will soon, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's nothing there. He's rallied everything to the front.
Oh, he catches the drop, too.
Oh,
Fungling the medevac.
Is he going to follow up? Not going to follow up.
Fungling everything right now. Lenog is so good with Infestors. 4 Ultralisks on the way, and he gets the medevac. Lenog is indeed playing quite a bit better this game.
Yeah, and
this is the Lenog we know and love.
And he's doing all this with, he only has 6 Infestors on the map.
Yeah.
So he's just got a couple of them everywhere, so he can, keep tabs on Taja.
Yep.
And a little bit of an attack. That's going to be pretty ineffectual with those reinforcements there. But he's just keeping tabs on where Taja is, fungling him when he gets too close, holding off the drops, and building up a massive economy. He's almost maxed right now, Lenog.
There is a lot of Ultras coming out right now for Lenog.
Oh my God, he's gonna have 9 Ultras.
Now the one variation is that he hasn't done Neural Parasite yet. Oh, Taja sees the Ultras.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm kind of curious. Some Zerg players do like to get Neural Parasite. Another attack at the natural. Gonna kill some SCVs.
This is gonna be disgusting, Noah.
Yeah.
He's got +3 melee attack weapons already.
Yeah. Oh,
And
the tank's gonna get taken out.
Oh, takes out a tank with some Zerglings.
Right now, Taja in a bit of trouble here. Fungling the Marines. He may lose those Queens, though. And the medevac does not go down. It's in such full health. There it gets taken out. Lenog's 3rd base getting sieged up.
And now comes the Ultras from all directions. Fungling those Marines so they can't get away. Ultras taking out the tanks from behind. They came from behind and took out everything, and he's going to be forced to run. Is he going to be able to fungal those medevacs?
And Lenog is almost there before he takes out Slayer's Taja, going for the planetary fortress. Now if he takes out this, Slayer's Teja will be basically dead at the moment. SCVs preparing as much as he can. Does Leenock have enough? Bungling the SCVs, coming in with circlings from behind. This planetary is gone. And Slayer's Teja is
getting wiped
120 supply behind right now.
Goodness.
He is done for.
Yeah,
wow.
This is it. And that was a beautiful play by Lennox. Here comes a ton of Ultras. Dancing the Ultras in front of his natural. Oh my goodness. And
wow.
this is
Look
it.
at
He's
that.
dancing the Infestors too, I think. Oh my god.
All the units.
Ultraless dying, but it doesn't even matter. He's permamax. He's taking out the expansion. He's taking out the natural.
Absolutely.
The main is mined out. There is nothing Teja can do right now. Teja, the winner of the all kill of the first series, has just gotten slaughtered by Leenock FOU.
That is Leenock.
And Leenock's got to be happy about that.
He is a pretty jolly guy right now.
That's right,
and
man.
I guarantee you that is one of the only times you're going to see Infestors and Ultras dancing at the professional level of StarCraft 2.
I can't say for certain they were dancing. They might have just been squirming, trying to get by or something like that.
They were just jiving with glee.
But those Ultralists, they were busting the move, man.
Yeah.
They were getting jiggy all over Teja's forces.
And the Slayer's bench looks pretty stunned. I do not think they expected that.
Oh, there goes his 8 kill.
Yeah, so much for the 8 kill. We're going to see who they send out next. And FOU, talk about momentum. You know, the emotional momentum that teams build up, just like any other team sport, because that's what really the team league is, means a lot. I mean, if your team is down, if you're depressed like that, you go into the booth with that negative attitude, that can really affect your play. So is it going to affect Slayers? We're going to find out. They're a really strong team. I don't think they're going to let that get to them this early in the team league, but who knows?
Especially since Teja didn't just get beaten. He got dominated.
And really, Teja tried to be aggressive with those drops, but Leenock showed us that, hey, you know, I'll just put a couple Infestors at each base, couple Speedlings, some good Fungals, and that's it. What can you do?
And I think that was his plan all along. He got that really early Evo. He went straight for Infestors and just tried to guard everything. Played really conservatively, just made sure he kept everything until he got +3 weapons. And it seemed very planned because he got +3 weapons, chitinous plating, chitinous plating. I used to pronounce it chitinous.
A lot of people do.
Chitinous plating, and I think +2 armor all around the same time, and they just came out with just these unstoppable Ultralists that were like, oh, we take 2 damage per shot. Rawr, rawr.
And so Teja using all that. Do the Ultra dance.
Do the Ultra dance.
But Teja lost so many Marines trying drops that when he finally pushed out, his army was really small too. Plus all those Zergling attacks constantly in the natural. Leenock played better that game than I've seen him play in a long time.
I don't know if he killed a single drone with those drops, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2.
Maybe a couple.
I think the Reaper actually at the start of the game got more drone kills than the drops did.
That's right.
So Leenock gets a big win for FOU, and if they can take down the former GSTL champions, that'll mean a lot. I mean, if they can get to the finals with that sort of momentum, that is huge. We're going to see who Slayer sends out next.
Let's find out.
We really don't know this time. We're not making it up.
And
it's
that
gonna be
is
MMA.
MMA.
That's it.
Oh, wait.
Messing with us.
Oh,
Who's that?
he's giving
Coming
a high
from
five.
behind.
Is that Ryung?
I can't tell from behind. It might be.
I think it's Ryung.
We're going to find out. Could be.
We'll find out.
It did look like Ryung from behind. Leenock's ready for all takers, though.
Yeah.
The spirits of his
He says, what?
teammates
Another
cheering
Terran?
him on.
Oh, wait,
that is
who is
not
this?
Ryung.
That's not Ryung.
I believe that is, that's
Gonzi.
Yeah, that's right.
So it is another Terran.
Yeah.
Full Brute War Pro. Gonzi.
Slayer's Gonzi.
Gonji. That's how to pronounce it, I think.
Well, it's a Z, but you can kind of, there's no Z in Korean, so you kind of can pronounce it different ways.
Exactly.
It's very hard to Romanize Korean, so, yeah. So Gonzi, whatever you want to call him, he's going to try to get the win for Slayers, get them back in the game.
You can call him Susan if it makes you happy.
Well, there's already an Alicia.
That's right. There's already an Alicia.
Oh, I actually found out where Alicia's name came from.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Where was it from?
He used to play a lot of online RPGs, a lot of MMO.
Oh, yeah?
He had a character in one of those named Alicia, and so that's what he named his StarCraft 2 profile after. His old MMO character.
You mean like the character's name was Alicia? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a girl character or not. But yeah, so if anyone was wondering where Slayer's Alicia got his name from,
there you go.
It's from an old MMO character that he had.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
MMOs, of course, are very, very popular here in Korea.
Learn all
Tons
kinds
of
of
different
stuff
ones
about
everybody
learn
plays.
all kinds of stuff about the players' names on Slayers.
Yeah, that's right.
MMA,
That's
mixed
one I've
martial
been
arts.
wondering for a long time.
Alicia, let's see. I wonder who else. I know that Ryung is
Yeah.
a word in Korean, but I haven't looked up what it means yet.
I'm sure Twitter will tell us.
Twitter
never fails.
Twitter never fails.
That's right. And if you are on Twitter, definitely follow GOM TV. That is GOM TV's official Twitter. You can catch up on all your GSL news. And we're going to have a quick interview here first. Yep, pretty soon. But yeah, you know, when I think of Slayer's Ganji, it reminds me of Gonzo the Muppet. You know?
I
don't know, it's
Gonzo.
the first thing that pops into my head.
Yep.
So I always picture like Gonzo sitting in the booth.
Yeah, and actually, Ganji has been known to fire himself out of cannons.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is his victory
And be from outer
celebration.
space.
They have a cannon right behind the bench. If Ganji wins it, we're going to like shoot him over to the FOU bench, where then he will dance in front of them.
And then, of course, Slayer's Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes in. StarCraft! StarCraft! StarCraft!
That's
like Animal.
You animal. Yeah. Well, you did tell me about how you play drums, so it makes
All right.
sense. It makes perfect sense.
Let's go to the coach interview.
아무래도 그 레더 랭킹 상위권에 김승철 선수가 있었고 그다음에 지난 메이 시즌에 GSL 상당히 좋은 모습을 보여줬기 때문에 그 선수를 어떻게 잡아내느냐가 큰 포인트라고 생각하고 중점적으로 연습을 했습니다. 이미 선수들 모두 결승에 가 있는 분위기고요. 누가 김승철 선수를 잡아내느냐가 이제 주안점이 됐는데 모두 다 자신 있어 하는 것 같고요. 그래서 테란전 위주로 연습을 많이 했어요. 그래서 아마 무난하게 올라갔으면 하는 바람이 있습니다. FOU팀은 아직까지 저희 팀을 만난 적이 없는 것 같아서 그 강한 맛을 못 본 것 같은데 이번에 한번 제대로 된 맛을 보여드리겠습니다. 파이팅 한번 해봅시다.
저희 팀 애들이 이번 GST에 우승을 목표로 했기 때문에 그냥 별로 반응 없었어요. 그러니까 이긴 게 오히려 어떻게 보면 당연하다라는 분위기여가지고 끝나자마자 가서 뭐 회식 같은 것도 안 하고 그냥 그날부터 바로 오늘 오기 전까지 연습만 하고 왔어요. 이제 애결해서 승철이랑 얘기를 했어요. 너가 나갈래? 내가 나갈까? 했는데 저보고 나가라 그랬는데 그래서 나가라 그러는데 또 안 나가기도 그래가지고 한 번 더 물어봤어요. 제가 애결 자신 있냐 하니까 자신 있다길래 그냥 승철이 믿고 내보냈어요. 슬레이어스가 저희 김승철 원맨팀이라 그러셨다는데 좀 당황스럽네요. 슬레이어스는 원맨팀 소리도 못 듣는 것 같은데 GSTL에서 그냥 단체전만 잘했고 GSL에서 저희 팀보다 성적 항상 좋았던 적도 없던 것 같고요. 왜 무시하시는지 모르겠는데 오늘 경기 결과로 밟아드리겠습니다.
Well, I would say they're
Wow.
definitely on the road to proving them wrong so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leonot getting a big win over Teja.
I like Sella saying he will smash them down.
He's going to crush them down. Choya, though, he doesn't look like he wants to be crushed.
No.
Yep. He's a small guy, but he's got a big team.
Some people, they say, you know what? I'd like to be crushed. I'd like to be completely owned in a StarCraft game, but not Choya.
Not Choya, no.
No, man.
And yeah, so a lot riding, though. I mean, FOU has to be honest with themselves, too. They do have a lot riding on SC. I mean, they have other players that are pretty good, but in terms of top caliber players, FOU right now doesn't have a whole lot that have been performing. So, yeah, a lot is riding on SC. I really feel like SC and Leonot are the two best players on FOU right now.
I think so.
There is the best. I think he's very good. Maybe not the best, but he's close to the best.
Yeah, and of course, SC then is going to be the main stumbling block for Slayers as well.
Quite possible.
Someone's going to have to beat him if they're going to win this series.
Yep.
And he's a very strong player. Managed to get to the semifinals of the GSL this season. Showed some very good play.
Yeah.
I think Alicia could do it. I think MMA could do it, but it's going to be tough for either one of those. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the players here, getting ready for their next game. Leonot on the right stays. This is the Winners League format where the winner of the game stays in the seat, and the losing team picks a new player and a new map with which to challenge the winning player, and it's going to be Zelnaga Fortress.
So from the caverns to the fortress, we've upgraded. Hooray!
Yeah.
There's one more base on this map.
Maybe they were the caverns below the fortress.
Maybe, I wonder. Maybe it's like the basement. Zelnaga basement.
The Zelnaga basement.
Zelnaga
That's right.
Fortress is up on top, and then caverns is actually the basement.
And then
Knocked
No, there's no
out of the
knock him out.
basement.
Anyway, Zerg versus Terran. We're going to find out who's going to win in game 2.